It's been a tough week for the basket of biased press. New details are coming out about CNN senior producer Josh Griffin, who was accused of grooming underage girls. According to reports, he sent messages via Kik and Google Hangouts saying that women are inferior to men and should be sexually subservient. Add to that the behavior of Fredo Cuomo and Don Limb. It seems CNN is just as scandal-plagued as the Democrat Socialist Party itself. Here with me now is host of Michael Knowles Show and author of Speechless, Controlling Words, Controlling Minds, Mr. Knowles himself. Hey, Michael, Merry Christmas. CNN suspended John Griffin yesterday, but ex-Fox anchor Chris Wallace is now being slammed on Twitter for joining what some people are calling the sex pest network. What's your take?
Well, I feel bad for Chris Wallace because everyone is suggesting that he voluntarily went to CNN's digital streaming platform. Maybe he did. If he did, he's a masochist. It seems to me that perhaps he didn't have quite so many options. Very strange to leave a very large network and a very large show to go over to the sort of stepchild property of a significantly smaller network. He might feel more ideologically at home there, but it's a big downgrade. And with all of the naughtiness and scandal and disgusting acts going around CNN, I wouldn't want to take any job in there, whether it were on TV or wiping the floors.
Well, staying with CNN, Don Limb suggested last night that White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki shouldn't take questions from journalists without a left-wing bias. Watch.
Why does Jen Psaki even continue to call on Fox in the briefing room? And I mean, they've been very courteous and, I should say, kind, because if your network is promoting BS and lies about what is actually happening in the country and helping to inspire and incite an insurrection, why should they even be able to take part in a legitimate press briefing, in legitimate journalism? Why do they even allow Fox to pretend in the briefing room that they're a real news organization?
Blah, 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 insurrection. Nobody's been charged with insurrection. So weigh in on that, won't you? And also, Michael, on Don's correspondence with convicted felon Jussie Smollett when his hoax started to crumble under the most basic of scrutiny.
Well, I think that Don Lemon, the Tweedledee to Mr. Cuomo's Tweedledum, probably should wait a week or two before he starts lobbying these accusations at Fox News. His pal, Chris Cuomo, was just fired for journalistic ethics violations that were so egregious that even CNN fired him. This is after the whole network got behind the Jussie Smollett hoax, as you alluded to. This is after the whole network completely misrepresented what happened on January 6th, and a lot of news organizations, such as CNN, had to retract their statements. And this is after 4 years of the Russia hoax. So it would seem to me that whatever errors Fox News has made, they would pale in comparison to what CNN has done and is currently doing.